Hi guys, I hope you all are doing fine, and I have a little update I want to share with you. I reached a milestone in my recovery journey. For surgery, I'm already week 6 after my shoulder surgery, and it means a few changes for me, very positive changes. I'm allowed to discontinue my sling, which started to irritate me already, and I found myself pushing against the sling far too often and having my muscles cramped from that effort. So I'm happy to remove it, but when I remove it, it felt like my arm is just going to fall off. It was so weak, it's not going to stay on its own. Luckily, I took a kinesio taping course, and I had my shoulder taped before by the physiotherapist for a couple of times. So I knew that this probably could help. But my physiotherapist is momentarily in Belgium, and I'm in Thailand. So she couldn't take my shoulder physically, but I decided to try to find a good technique on my own. It took me a few tries, but finally I found this technique, which I learned from a video on YouTube. So I'm going to give a credit to a creator, and I'm going to add the link to this video in case you ever need it. It's also used for not only for post-surgery taping, it's also used for the rotator cuff injury, for AC joint injury, which is happened much more often than a shoulder surgery. Yeah, so my husband helped me to tape my shoulder. We put 3 long strips, one in the middle, one on the front, one on the back. He pulled it all the way to the other shoulder, so it is resting more on my upper traps. Those 2 lighter strips, well, we had to add them because the tape is not really good, and it's the anchors, so the bottom points, they just go off. Yeah, so we just taped an extra tape over it so it stays in place. And what I'm gonna say, my shoulder feels amazing. It gives it so much more support, so I don't feel like I need that sling anymore. And this is great. Another thing, I'm already allowed to start resistance training. And I was thinking this is probably on the later stage, probably like week 8 or 10. But my physiotherapist surprised me yesterday with a few resisted exercises. I'm allowed to use a resistance band. I'm allowed to start to work on internal and external rotation. So external rotation is actually very easy. I'm just holding the band like this or around my wrist, and I'm keeping my elbows and I'm pulling it apart. Now, it doesn't look like much. It's a pretty simple exercise, but it's a big one if you had a shoulder surgery. And one more big achievement of this week is that I'm finally allowed to lift my arm above the shoulder level, and it's going great. My arm was kind of willing to do that already, but my physiotherapist suggested to wait with this just to be careful. But now it's going pretty well, so I'm going to show you how far I can go. This doesn't cause me any pain or restriction, so I'm pretty happy about this. There are a few things that are going not that well. One of them is abduction, so lifting arm to the side. It's also called a lateral raise. And I'm able to lift my arm just about this height, and then it starts hurting. So I'm not going any further, but it's already much better than what it used to be when I just started with this a week ago. And this already allows me to pass an airport check, so that's high enough. The other thing that is slowly improving, but still very slowly, is to be able to lay flat on my back. I'm still not able to do that. I need to put an extra towel or an extra pillow under my shoulder if I want to sleep or if I want to lay down flat. This is slowly improving. Now I need only 1 towel instead of 2 for under my shoulder, and my pillows got significantly flatter. I think this will get better even within this week, because I discontinued the sling, and sling was actually the main reason why my shoulder was going forward in this position and why it's still feeling not very comfortable with going back. So I'm looking forward to more improvements, and in the next part I'm going to tell you about my daily life improvements, which are not so big but very significant for me. And there are a few more things which are kind of basic, but I wasn't able to do them since the surgery. And when I tried it 2 weeks ago, my arm was screaming at me like, no, don't do it. One of them is washing my both hands. So from this week, it finally became possible. I can move my arm a little bit away from my body and I can wash my hands. It's a basic thing and it's really simple, but you miss it when it's gone. The other thing is I'm able to wash my face with both of my hands too. It feels great. It's much better than doing it just one hand. And honestly, I'm probably also able to brush my teeth with my right hand as well, but I don't really care for that so much at the moment. I like to use my left hand more often. And hopefully the next thing I'm really looking forward to is to wash my hair with both of my hands. But that will come later. That probably will take another 3 weeks, I think. Let's see. So those are my news, and I'm looking forward to more and more positive changes in this recovery journey. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.